Let me ask you something simple. What if one of the most powerful foods for your brain, muscles, and hormones was something we were all told to fear? Picture this. You wake up in the morning, crack 3 eggs into a pan, and without knowing it, you've just given your body better focus, steadier energy, and long-term protection. Sounds too easy, right? Almost suspicious. Because for years, eggs were treated like villains. We were told they would raise cholesterol, clog arteries, and quietly damage our heart. So why are scientists today saying the opposite?
Eggs are good for health. But what about cholesterol? The good kind, they're fine.
And why do people who eat eggs regularly often show better metabolic and mental health? Let's slow down and talk about this like humans, not textbooks. An egg is literally designed to create life. Inside one egg is everything needed to build a brain, muscles, bones, nerves, and hormones. When you eat eggs, your body understands that signal immediately. 3 eggs give you complete protein. Not just protein, but all 9 essential amino acids your body cannot make on its own. These amino acids repair muscles, rebuild cells, and even help create neurotransmitters in your brain. This is why people who eat eggs for breakfast often feel full longer. Studies from Harvard and other universities show that protein-rich breakfasts reduce hunger hormones and stabilize blood sugar. When blood sugar is stable, your mind feels calmer. You think more clearly. You crave less junk food later in the day. This isn't discipline. This is biology working quietly in the background. Now let's talk about cholesterol, because this is where the biggest myth lives. For decades, scientists believed that eating cholesterol directly raised blood cholesterol. That idea came from early research in the 1950s, when nutrition science was still very limited. They noticed heart disease and cholesterol were connected, and assumed food cholesterol was the cause. But your body doesn't work that way. Your liver produces most of the cholesterol in your blood. When you eat cholesterol from foods like eggs, your liver usually adjusts by producing less. Modern studies published in journals like JAMA show no meaningful link between egg consumption and heart disease in healthy people. In fact, eggs often raise HDL, the good cholesterol. HDL helps remove excess cholesterol from your bloodstream. So eggs don't clog arteries. In many cases, they actually improve cholesterol balance. The myth wasn't created because eggs were dangerous. It was created because science was still learning, and fear spread faster than facts. Now here's the part most people never talk about: your brain. Eggs are one of the richest natural sources of choline. Choline is used to make acetylcholine, a chemical your brain needs for memory, learning, and focus. Research from universities like Boston University has linked higher choline intake to better cognitive performance and slower memory decline with age. In simple words, eggs help your brain communicate more clearly. Eggs also contain vitamin B12 and folate, which play a role in mood and energy. Low levels of these nutrients are linked to fatigue, irritability, and low motivation. When your nutrition improves, your emotional stability often improves too. Food doesn't just fuel your body, it shapes how you think and feel. There's also something psychological happening when you eat nourishing food. When your body receives enough protein and fat, stress hormones calm down, hunger signals stabilize. Over time, this changes your behavior. People feel more grounded, less anxious, and more in control of their choices. And yes, eggs support hormones too. Cholesterol is the building block for hormones like testosterone and estrogen. When people completely avoid cholesterol, hormone production can suffer. Eggs provide exactly what your endocrine system quietly needs. Of course, context matters. Eggs won't fix a diet full of ultra-processed food or chronic stress, and people with specific medical conditions should follow medical advice. But for most humans, eggs are not the enemy. They are one of the most affordable, efficient, and misunderstood foods on Earth. So maybe the real question isn't why you should eat 3 eggs a day. Maybe the real question is why we were ever afraid of them. Sometimes the simplest foods carry the deepest lessons. Your body is not fragile, it's intelligent, and when you give it real nourishment, it responds with clarity, strength, and balance. That's not a trend, that's biology finally being understood.